Round one, and it is anticipated by many, as Roy Jones suggested, that Lomachenko's speed.
You couldn't see his hands moving hardly.
And when he said, now he corners Salido and goes after him with a combination.
The hooks are very difficult to see coming because they come from around you.
Salido started out working upstairs with the jab. Now he fires that straight right hand. Dedicated to this craft and to the accomplishments he's seeking for his entire life. Very slow-paced first round. Salido was 5 out of 26, 4 of them to the body. Lomachenko only...
After that first round, that's a good sign for a guy who's lost a lot of weight and put it back on. So
Lomachenko with a very conservative start, perhaps.
135, 6 pounds.
And let's face it, it's one thing to rehydrate radically when you've made every possible effort to...
And he can't be over 10 pounds above the weight at a certain time.
A crafty professional management aware of all of a sort of all Olympic extravaganza which could take place against Guillermo Rigondeaux. And now Salido batting Lomachenko around a little bit with body shots. Look at the punches thrown. Salido was a little bit more active than Lomachenko in that second round.
Stop!
He knows that he's not experienced in going 8, 9, and 10 rounds, so he has to be very...
The Indian star was biting off more than he could chew, choosing a fight like this so early in his
last fight. Cruz was the first openly gay boxer. That became the story, not the fact that Salido...
12. Salido throwing 42 more punches already in the fight than Lomachenko, and landing to pace himself to go the distance.
And while pacing himself, Jim, he can't continue to let Salido land a jab followed by a good left hand and a hook that both caught him on the chin, but they had no...
CompuBox numbers through 3. Salido 22 of 120, Lomachenko 19 of 80. So Salido's throwing more, Lomachenko's landing at a higher rate. They both...
2-1, 29-28, Salido.
Orlando Salido had an up-and-down year in 2013. Max talked about the big win over Orlando Cruz in October, and he looked dominant in that fight. Earlier in the year, he was dreadful for him in a loss to Mikey Garcia, in which he went down 4 times. Now that Lomachenko hasn't been able to stop him, particularly from landing to the body. Now there's a good fast-handed combination by Lomachenko. And even tonight against Orlando Salido.
It was important for Lomachenko to win a belt as soon as possible. He didn't want to be coddled.
By that, the body shots have bothered him more. Hard right hand for Lomachenko on the inside. Far in 4 rounds, Orlando Salido has thrown 115 more power punches by CompuBox count than has Lomachenko, and Salido had 80 here.
Well, he's also, first he's got to try.
Now Lomachenko starts to get... Lomachenko stepped it up a little bit in round 5 by CompuBox count, landing 9 of 30 to 3 of 45 for Salido. So if you're looking for a round that might help, the good body shots again for Salido, trying to step the pace back up after...
as much out of you as throwing it.
With an extremely rippled belly, as Lomachenko does. One question that arises in the gym.
He sees Salido stepping in and steps right on Lomachenko's front foot, which causes both fighters to dip a little bit early, and there's a low blow, but the referee couldn't really call it because they stepped on.
CompuBox numbers through 6, and now Lomachenko has evened up the landed punch equation. Coming on in the last 2 rounds, Lomachenko now lands 55 out of 183 to Salido's 54 of 317. Salido with a 51-29 power advantage.
Something. Vasyl Lomachenko, for big amateur star, sure holds a lot. I mean, I don't know if they teach that in the Ukraine, but good grief. I mean,
Salido coming in, as you would usually see him do.
And by my lights, a fair number of the body shots in the last couple of rounds have landed below the belt, and I have not seen a single warning yet from Lawrence Cole on that. So that's the kind...
Oh, low blow again.
Another Lomachenko had an overall advantage of 16-15 in punches landed in the 7th. And he has the advantage of landing more punches upstairs. Novice judges are far more likely to score the punches upstairs. But Salido is swamping him with body punches, having landed 50 of them to only 7.
That he's not seen before.
You see why there's a reason that guys don't just fight fighters like Salido right away, no matter how decorated they are in the end.
Keep making it a close fight like this on the inside because it doesn't give Lomachenko. Here you see a short left uppercut followed by a right semi-hook uppercut, and it did knock Lomachenko off balance. It wasn't their feet. He just got caught out of position with 2 clean punches.
CompuBox numbers through 8, fascinating. First of all, you saw the graphic at the bottom of the screen that showed that each fighter has outlanded the other.
He also didn't expect that he'd be coming in fighting against a welterweight tonight.
100%. 15 out of 61 blows, to only 9 of 28 for Lomachenko. So he managed to wobble him early in the round. He outlanded him throughout the round. That was the high number of connected punches in the fight so far for Salido. Harold, did you give him that round as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I thought Orlando Salido won the
Lomachenko about that. It's excessive. If Lomachenko's corner is saying, hey, avoid the low blows, you know, if a guy
turns out that this was an overreach and that it was in effect a bad idea for Lomachenko to fight somebody like Orlando Salido in his...
Yeah, he was. He's definitely getting tired.
And he got it.
Vasyl's trainer or dad told him that last round. The thing about that, Max, is what I did notice about Lomachenko in his first fight is that he's more of a loopy puncher than he...
Further compounding the problem for Lomachenko going into these late rounds. Even if he and his father come to the conclusion he needs a knockout to win, I'm not sure by CompuBox count, and 80 of them have been body shots. I have a hunch, guys, that's about as close as Vasyl Lomachenko's father is going to come to saying you need a knockout to win the fight.
This is Lomachenko wanted to win a title as a pro.
He's 6 rounds beyond where he has ever been in a fight before. Vasyl Lomachenko in the black and yellow trunks. In case you've just joined, a world title in only his 2nd professional fight. And so far, it doesn't look like it's going to happen, as Orlando Salido has played it cagey all the way through the week. Gave up his world title for the advantage of coming in with...
Gotten to Salido in the last round and a half. And special fighters, and to have his amateur record, you have to be special, can come up with...
Lomachenko is getting much smarter, though. He's learning a lot tonight about true pro boxing. Good body shot.
Yeah. Left, strafing left.
There's somewhere back in the tape room, they're putting together a montage of low blows.
Salido just landed a good right hand, though.
Even as Lomachenko takes the play away from Salido, Salido makes him pay a price.
Salido is just a smart, tough fighter. Very tough guy. One of the kind of guys that you don't want to see.
Badly with a left hand, first upstairs and then downstairs.
Yes.
It could be a clutch comeback for Lomachenko, and Salido's holding again.
He's hurt bad. Oh, he's really hurt bad now.
Lomachenko may have a chance with a minute to go.
Yes, he does have a
If he
chance.
can keep his hands free.
Yes, he does have a chance.
Oh,
If he can keep his hands free.
Stop.
Another low blow from Salido.
He's hurt.
Right on the hip.
He's hurt very bad.
And another one.
Oh,
And
another one.
Right in
3 in a
Cole's
row,
face.
right in Cole's face.
And
Meantime,
all of those were on the side
good
where
shot.
Cole was standing.
Lomachenko is throwing everything and the kitchen sink at Salido to try to get him down.
Oh, good body shot.
A spirited performance by Salido.
Yes,
A terrific attempt at a comeback by Lomachenko, and a dreadful refereeing job from Lawrence Cole. Everything we might have expected to see and more. Play of the punch that hurt Salido with about 1 minute 15 seconds to go. Roy?
Yeah, straight left right down the middle. The prettiest straight left that Lomachenko threw all night long, I think. Caught him coming in, so his weight helped him to get hit harder with that punch right there. Right on the button. You can't ask for a better punch. He ran right into a straight left hand, and that definitely hurt him worse than any other punch in the fight. Here you see some great body shots right there by Lomachenko. That shows that amateur background, that experience.
And Salido held effectively down the stretch. Cole allowed him to do it, and he bought enough time to make it out of the fight.
And guys, he could have either evened up the scorecards there or
blows that Lawrence Cole apparently didn't see throughout the fight.
Repeatedly, this kid threw low blow after low blow right there. Every time you see him land low blow, you'll see Lomachenko dip and go down like right there. So you know they're affecting him. Bang, right again. Lomachenko always reaches down or goes down. Boom, right there. I mean, how can you not see these shots They're right in the ref's face, and I mean, he's looking up though and not down, as you see his eyes right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the official scorecards. Levi Martinez scores it 115 to 113 for Lomachenko. Jack Reese scores it 116 to 112. He has it for Salido. Oren Schellenberger scores it 115, 113 to the winner by split decision, Orlando City, Salido.
Now let's take a look at CompuBox numbers, and you'll see the contrast between Lomachenko, who landed most of his punches upstairs, and Salido, who landed the overwhelming majority of his punches downstairs, and in some instances, way downstairs. Lomachenko ultimately landing 22 more and landing in a much higher connect percentage. Power shots, and remember, body shots are all called power shots. And Salido landing 137, so he landed 32 more body shots than Lomachenko. Lomachenko, with that great technical skill, landing 44% of his body shots. Lomachenko unable, however, to make up the gap created by the greater activity and the good body shots early on by Salido. Here's a look at a graphic which shows you all the punches which landed legally for the two fighters, including those landed on Salido on the left side and those landed against Lomachenko on the right side. What you don't see here is the large number of body shots that landed below the belt on Lomachenko and significantly affected the outcome of the fight. And Max Kellerman stands by with the winner, Orlando Salido.